Imagine a surprise, late-night nuclear attack actually works. The strike wipes out the capital, and instantly the entire Russian military leadership is gone. In any conventional war, a country without its leadership is defeated. But in a nuclear conflict, if the people in charge are dead before they can issue a command, who is exactly left to hit the button and fire back? This gets to the core of mutually assured destruction, or MAD. The entire concept relies on the absolute certainty that if you fire at an enemy, they will fire back, destroying you both. It only prevents war if the counterattack is guaranteed. In the 1980s, the United States introduced highly accurate submarine-launched ballistic missiles, like the Trident. Suddenly, a U.S. submarine could park out of sight near Europe and deliver a nuclear payload to Moscow in just over 3 minutes. 3 minutes left no room to process an alert, verify a target, or coordinate a response.
The trend moved the human reaction window that mutually assured destruction relied on. To maintain the balance of terror, the Soviets sought an automated guarantee of revenge. In engineering, a fail-safe is a mechanism that reverts to a harmless state if it breaks down, like a factory machine shutting off when a gear jams. The Soviet solution was the exact opposite, a fail-deadly system. Ordered in 1974 and fully online by 1985, this vast network of sensors and computers was officially called the perimeter system. The rest of the world knows it as the dead hand. This system transferred the authority for world-ending retaliation from human leaders to a silent, unblinking network of machines. This flowchart shows the algorithm. Once activated, step 1 begins. Detection. Sensors measure seismic disturbances, surface radioactivity, and atmospheric pressure. If all 3 peak simultaneously, it registers a nuclear detonation. This triggers step 2, verification. A 15-minute countdown begins, waiting for a human override. The 15-minute buffer serves as a mechanical check against a technological glitch, a safeguard necessitated by the 1983 Stanislav Petrov incident. Petrov was a lieutenant colonel on watch duty when an early warning system reported incoming American missiles. The computer had actually misidentified sunlight reflecting off clouds. Petrov trusted his intuition over the machine, ignored the alarm, and prevented a launch. By forcing the computer to wait 15 minutes for a human pulse, the system's designers turned nuclear paranoia into a calculated waiting game. A living, breathing human was their only defense against an automated apocalypse. If those 15 minutes expire and the line from Moscow remains completely silent, dead hand assumes the government is gone. This triggers step 3, the automatic transfer of power. Command is immediately routed away from the capital to surviving personnel hidden in deep underground bunkers. U.S. intelligence places these heavily shielded facilities deep inside the Ural Mountains, potentially beneath the peaks of Yamantau or Kosvinsky. Here, either the surviving bunker crew or the automated system itself initiate step 4. They launch a singular, specialized command rocket. This command rocket flies high over Russian territory to serve as a mobile radio transmitter. As it travels, it beams launch orders directly down to dormant missile silos, submarine fleets, and bomber units. Bypassing all normal human military authority, thousands of operational nuclear warheads are triggered at once, locked onto predetermined targets across Europe and the United States. Without a single living general or politician left to issue an order, the system follows its programming to the very end, ensuring global annihilation. The Soviet Union collapsed in 1991, but the dead hand remained. Modern Russia secretly retained the network, continuously upgrading its hardware while keeping its precise capabilities classified. The system resurfaced in modern diplomacy in August 2025, when U.S. President Donald Trump publicly dismissed the economies of Russia and India as dead. Former Russian President Dmitry Medvedev responded on Telegram, suggesting Trump should remember his favorite movies about the Walking Dead and how dangerous the so-called dead hand, which doesn't even exist, could be. Following that specific mention of the perimeter system, the U.S. military ordered nuclear submarines to advance closer to Russian territory. Humanity's survival remains tethered to an aging algorithm, waiting silently in the dark beneath the mountains.